Alright, so I'm putting a quick video together to demonstrate how to install a header system for C6 Corvette LS2. Picked this up from eBay, Maximizer, and read the reviews, and seems like it's a really good system. 304 stainless steel, all the way polished. So open the box and this is what it looked like. Looking good so far. Alright, so I opened up the box and this is what I got. Amazing craftsmanship. I mean, everything's polished. Looking really nice. There is nothing that I can spot that could present a potential problem. But again, I haven't installed it, so cross my finger, hopefully everything goes in. But anyhow, looking really good. They did a really good job. Very professional welding. So there we go. I will be installing this for the next few days, and I'll take some videos and show you guys what I got. It's going to a 06 base model Corvette. I did a full body conversion to ZL1, so alright, so I went ahead and got the intermediate pipe off from the car, and so this is the first thing I did was trying to undo this bolts here, and then undo the bolts to the tailpipes, both of them, and the intermediate pipe come right off. And so since I'm not going to use the two rear sensors, I'm thinking of just clipping it off right there instead of having to deal with like reaching my hand up there and undo the connection. This is really tight. I mean, you could just have no use for these rear sensors anymore, and I want to keep my connection clean, so I just cut the wire and tie it off somewhere. So after that, we'll remove these two bolts on each side, and that will drop the from the cat back down. Leaves my really short headers up there to be removed. So so far so good. So from the top side, I removed the cover, and then which exposed everything below, and I just found out that I have to pretty much remove everything. All the wires, spark plug wires, need to come out, and then this oil, the oil stick needs to come out. The dipstick needs to come out as well, because it's kind of right in the middle of the headers, the existing headers. So everything needs to come off, and so that's what I'm working on right now. Got most of the bolts out. Got a couple more to go. Everything below is off except for just a really short section of the header. So after this, it should come out real nicely. Got the exhaust manifold out. It came out real easy after removing all the bolts. It drops right down. And so this is what we're looking at right now. It's nice and clean, ready for passenger side headers to come on. And so this is what the OEM manifold looks like. Very, very restrictive. So here's a quick tip. I had a heck of a hard time trying to get these spark plug wires out, and found out a much easier way to do this. Just use one of these long pliers, and what you do is you just grip onto, not sure you can see this, but you grip onto this metal sleeve on the outside, and then find a place where you can just pry it out that way, and it comes right out. It's a lot easier than trying to pull with your hand, and I had a heck of a hard time doing that on the other side until I learned this easy way. I got the headers on, and they it was quite easy to get them in from the bottom of the car, no problem. I made myself a little stud. There's 2 studs that I put in, one on this side and one on this side, just 2 of them. There it is. And the reason for that is that when you slide from the bottom, you need something to hold the headers. And then after I hang it up with those 2 studs, I went ahead and put this ARP bolt on, just the one, to hold it in place and lower the car down. And that way I can go ahead and put the rest of the ARP studs on there. My advice for you guys is just to go ahead and get the good ARP studs instead of reusing the OEM bolts. Other than that, everything went really well. My O2 sensor extension is put in, and I went ahead and wrapped it with a heat shield, so it doesn't get damaged from all the engine heat. So that's where I'm at. So far, everything went very smooth. Got both sides of the headers installed, and so now just working my way back from the front. There's both sides right there, and these are actually resonators. They're not high flow caps. You can see right through them, and it's supposed to cancel some of the bad sounds a little bit, but still give you a true flow coming out. So that's what I got. Ran into a little issues here with the kit where they had the spring loaded washers, and bolts are not long enough, so found a way. Got a couple of them in, and then I had to use a vice grip to kind of clamp it and get the other bolt in. Not a big issue, just take a little bit of time to get the stuff lined up. Got the whole system installed now. Take a little bit of time. I think I spent about probably 4 to 6 hours trying to get all these tubings lined up. I mean, the kit were made pretty well, but it still you need to wrestle it in. So I ended up welded this section to the X pipe, and it's a little there's a shorter section here, supposed to make it easy to install, but I wanted to have a rigid connection, so went ahead and welded that up, and this is where it's connected to the tailpipe. Get the Billy bolt system B&B right there, and so far everything goes okay. These are a real pain to get them in. All this nuts up here, just no room to work on, but I got it all worked out. Accident sensor, it gets pretty close to the wall, but everything's good. This side gets a little bit more clearance. The tubings run really close to the wall, really close. We're talking like maybe 1/4 of an inch or less to the sidewall. Well, I had to add a lot of heat shield to the frame, make sure nothing get damaged. Same thing on this side. You can see that this aluminum heat shield is the factory one, and I added an extra layer of heat shield all across, making sure everything's good. So that's where I'm at today. And there it is. Just started up. Everything looks good. Sounds really nice. Part of it is smoke coming out. I think it just Wow, that sounds great. All right, that's it. That's the completion of the project. Hope you guys enjoy.